Hello and welcome, my name is SimNationJan and today I'm partnering with Paradox for a Creator Spotlight video. I'm a Twitch streamer as well as an asset maker. I originally started streaming City Skylines and working on content for City Skylines about a week before the game came out. We were very lucky to get partnered with Paradox beforehand to do a podcast, but then we were also very lucky to be one of the first people to be able to actually get our hands on the game. It was the first city builder game that I really got into, and I basically didn't put it down for 4 years, racked up something like 4,000 hours in it by now. And I always enjoyed streaming it because I always enjoyed that interaction with the audience and answering all these questions that they always have, and just to be able to show them in like primetime live. At the beginning, the thing I was really known for was the fact that if you needed quality assets, you would message Jan and be like, hey, I need this and this. Is there something like this? Because I knew the workshop. I still find myself every day, one of the first things I will do in the morning is I will open the workshop and go through the most recent to try and find the things that are new, that are good, that I want, that I don't need, but I want. I'm surprised by myself how much time I will spend on these small little areas to detail them perfectly and get every little nuance and every little piece of dirt just right. And it's always so much fun to see the end result. Well, some of my streams, I do sometimes get guests in. In the beginning, we used to do streams together, the three of us who kind of formed SimNation, and then slowly as it went through, they got other obligations, and I ended up staying alone, and I ended up every now and then just finding someone and being like, hey, do you want to come hang out for a couple hours while I stream? One of the people who I've streamed with before, who at least I've had on stream before, was Leader of the Monkeys. That was always something that was fun to me because I enjoy talking to other people. I'm also someone who can't shut up. So it was always fun to have someone there to give that banter back to. To my knowledge, nobody before then or since has made a ski jump in City Skyline. I was like, I want a ski jump, and I didn't have a ski jump. There was no ski jump, and I thought it would be a really cool idea, and I spent about 6 hours a day for a week working on the ski jump, just modifying assets, moving them, terraforming, and that was so much fun for me. And it was the first kind of real project that took a long time that wasn't infrastructure related. I was building an airport in one of my cities, and I was looking at what airports I could build and how I could make it work with the plot of land, and I spent probably an entire afternoon just going on Google Maps from one airport to another airport to another airport to look, and I took screenshots and I bookmarked and made sure that I have a lot of references, because when I'm working on big infrastructure projects like airports, I like to have a lot of references because airports are very complex. For that specific one, I remember I read an ICAO PDF guideline for airports. It's like 40 pages of really technical detail of how everything works, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up contacting a pilot that I know to help me properly label all the taxiways and the runway and the stands and everything, so everything was as it's supposed to be. I will often see a picture of something, or someone will send me a link, or I'll see a video, and there'll be one specific thing in that that really catches my attention. So for this Swiss town where I built the airport and the ski jump, there was a very specific, like highly used single track rail line that literally went through the middle of the city, like through the downtown of the city. So I started recreating that. I got Revo, who is a content creator and lives in Switzerland. I got him to actually go there and take a bunch of pictures. And I got really excited about it. And then we started building this. I was like, well, I don't just want to build this one little diorama, and kind of started developing the city out and tried to keep very true to a Swiss style. And that's always exciting for me. I enjoy building European cities, in particular more than modern cities. And I try to keep as true to the style and the development of these cities as I can. There was one specific train station building in Germany, which I still don't know how to pronounce the name of, but I think it's Deutsche Bahn, and it was a very modern but like a small train station. And I was trying to get the asset makers I know to make it for me, but nobody really wanted to make it because it either didn't fit their style, what they normally make, or they just didn't feel like it. So I ended up going in and learning how to use Blender, which is a 3D modeling software, and asking questions of everyone I knew. How do I go about making this and making it good? This was the first building I made, and I really, really enjoyed making it. And when I made it, it got a relatively good response and people were excited because it was something that was different and we didn't really have something like it. While it can be frustrating at times, it can be so exciting to see it once you actually get it into the game. And I load up one of my saves to take screenshots for the workshop, and that is really enjoyable, and I'm really happy to see when people enjoy it as well. I wanted to make billboards because I was planning on constructing a large IKEA. And I wanted billboards in town for IKEA, but I couldn't find any billboards that kind of made sense. So I thought, well, you know, I've been trying to get into asset creation. I'll start with billboards, they're relatively simple. So I ended up making a set of IKEA billboards, there's I think 5 of them, I think. And then I ended up going out and making some McDonald's billboards because we didn't have any of those either. And I felt like I needed them. Yeah, and then we went to the station and then to the Spar buildings. And now I'm looking at something slightly more complex, but I don't know what yet. It will most likely be another train station. Thank you everyone for watching. My name is SimNationJan. You can find me on twitch.tv/SimNationJan. I do regular streams there. Also follow this channel if you want to watch more Creator Spotlight videos or any of the other videos. They're all amazing. Subscribe. Flow it with the chat. I don't think there's enough space, but I can try.